You've gotta be kidding. These are your friends? They're the dregs of Giga City.
Zero, wait!
Huh? Shadow betrayed us, remember? The roids here could go maverick and turn into enemies at any time. I'm sure you have your reasons, but I'm gonna work alone.
He just needs time to adjust. He'll come around.
It's too bad Zero doesn't believe in us. Maybe we can find some way to change his mind. Oh! Incoming transmission. Colonel Redips.
Do you read me, X? Were you able to make contact with Zero?
Zero is alive, but he says he'll work alone.
I see. I'm sure he's got some kind of plan. Try not to dwell on it. In the meantime, we've received intelligence regarding a crucial rebellion army facility. Have a look at this. It appears to be a secret rebellion research lab. There must be some testing.
Nana, are you able to determine its location?
Yes, but it will take some time.
Get started.
So, Zero has left the party. Again. This time a little more willingly. So yes, welcome back to Mega Man X Command mission. Last time, we recruited Zero and we fought Mach Gentra. So that was incredibly short-lived. And unfortunately this time, we can't actually call the deployment center because we've got a cutscene out here to watch.
Hey, X. Something up?
Yeah, got a transmission from the Colonel.
Look. Just don't have a lot of faith in Maverick Hunters, even though the two I've met are actually pretty chill. Axel's a Maverick Hunter too. Oh, I guess so. Anyway. Hey Massimo, how's it going? Yeah, he did get thrown off a building. And so now he doesn't trust anyone, and yeah, no. Oh, Massimo, no. So yeah, this time around, I guess we're talking about Zero. This isn't gonna be a full intermission episode, we are actually gonna start the next chapter. And Marino, look. Just because you're my favorite doesn't mean you can hype up Zero. So this is a thing that I believe, most people kinda hate a lot. Though, a lot of people come at it, under the assumption that it makes zero sense whatsoever. Zero sense, you get it? I mean, the game lays out what's going on extremely clearly, so like, I don't think it's a plot point that isn't supported. Like, okay, Zero got backstabbed by Shadow, now he has trust issues, and that's his whole thing. The plot point in of itself is simple enough. So I don't really ask, hey, why does Zero do this? It's not a thing that comes out of nowhere. But also, it's a thing that I don't particularly feel like makes sense for Zero as a character. Like, okay. If this were an original character who had this problem, like if there were a fourth guy along with us who got backstabbed by Shadow, and he was being kind of a rude jerk about having friends, then yeah, sure, I get that, but Zero, on the other hand, yeah, I get it, Cinnamon. Yeah, no, first off, I really hate the Dregs of Giga City line. Like, I get it, he has to be kind of a dick here, but I don't know. I feel like that's just completely uncalled for, even in the scenario. I mean, look, he's being very rude to Massimo. And to Marino, who did replace him in the fight last time. Don't know how we didn't notice we had friends until recently. But yeah, I feel like, a lot of Zero's characterization in the main series is about the fact that he's not just destined to be a Maverick, but something far worse than a Maverick, because he is Wily's last creation. And so he has a lot of concerns about that. So that is honestly why I don't see why, even being betrayed, he would act like this. Like, Command Mission's a little bit of its own continuity, to be fair. Like, technically speaking, Axel is here, so yeah, it does kind of have to come after X7 at least, if not after X8. But, sorry, there's just something about Mach Gentra's pose that's very goofy to me. But yeah, like, the fact that he is a person to be mistrusted in the main series. There's a lot of doubt on Zero, unless you're X, in which case you believe in him no matter what, but like, everybody is kind of worried about Zero, except also Sigma. You can't forget Sigma, who's delighted about Zero. X believes in Zero, as does Sigma, but the evil version of believing in him. So yeah, just the fact that I don't think he would react like this to being betrayed exactly. Like, okay, Shadow heel-turned and has absolutely no intention of being good. Like, he has displayed no remorse for what he did. He loves being on Team Epsilon. He's all for it. Loves being the rebellion. He's not the face of the rebellion. He loves being in the rebellion, so like, distrusting him, sure, like, he's not going to believe there's any goodness in Shadow, because he hasn't shown any, so he's a Maverick. Zero's gonna kill him. And honestly, really he's the kind who even X wouldn't particularly pity that much. Outside of the very general, I don't want to be fighting wars anymore, I don't think X would really, care about killing Shadow. And just, you know, not specifically as he would anybody in, like, Repliforce or something like that, at least. But yeah, I keep thinking back to Mega Man X7, where, like, you start the game with Zero and Axel, and despite the fact that Zero is clearly jaded, maybe not as much as X, but, like, there is very clear exhaustion in the fact that he's still fighting. It's just kind of become routine to him. Even in that state, he takes Axel under his wing, despite the fact that Axel's former Red Alert hasn't proven himself yet, other than just killing one big scorpion robot. Like, he's not done anything else, but Zero's still like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll fight alongside him. He's not enthused, but he still trusts him enough to work with him. So yeah, I can't see why he would then look at, you know, our crew and be like, can't trust them. Like, come on. Look at Massimo. Talk to Massimo for like 10 seconds. You won't hate him after that. He's very good. Oh right, woman who cares for Zero. Maybe I'd better go after Zero. Probably wouldn't listen to me, though. Oh yeah, he'll probably listen to me. No, he won't. Why would he do that? You know what? Whatever. Yeah, you go about your day. Also, here's the Zero admirer. He's here. But yeah, I don't think it's a particularly fitting plot arc for him. Oh, old series of figurines. I mean, some of these we've completed, so I don't really want to dip into these. I've only got so many figure tokens, I gotta save them for the new sets. Alright, so next off.
Here.
Making a new Force Medal because I just want to make Marino a critical powerhouse. And since I can, let's make a shield +3. I've got some armor +3s to spare. See? I've still got some. Alright, and so now here's our current status. Now, because Marino equipped Assassin Mind, she's just brushing up against her immunity, so she is down 1 Force Medal until she levels up and gains more immunity. Gotta wait, unfortunately. Also, yeah, I think Spider's just kind of gotten... also kind of Axel as well, has just gotten all the runoffs. I've got some things in mind for my other characters, but those two, I'm like, still don't have anything I'm overly happy with just yet.
Image analysis complete. The structure is probably near the Ares Valley in southwest Giga City.
Judging by the size of it, it would seem likely that there's some major research going on there.
A secret lab, huh? Sounds like fun. Let's check it out.
Alright, well, we can start the next mission, but before we do that, let's see what we've got in the deployment center. Hopefully we did better than last time. Let's see, did anybody get blown up? Nope. Yep. Okay, so I'd say Deerball killed them, but Deerball didn't really get anything from that. I mean, it got items, but it didn't level up. Alright, and what about you? Okay, you definitely killed the other two, Big Monkey. I've got my eye on you, and you didn't really get anything good either. Okay, so I really want stuff from Tiana Camp. Godeel Laboratory is somewhere I want to be soon, but I don't think I need any particular key there. But I also have to wonder if I should do that, like, next intermission. Because again, I don't think I need any particular keys for what goes on there. But, like... there are some endgame level enemies, which, you know, would be great for getting more experience and money. But also... I don't want to spoil anything. Though, you know, you kind of have to make enemy names come up, you know, they don't just simply appear, you have to pause the game or scan them in order to actually see them. Alternatively, I guess I could also just censor names if they happen to come up, if it says, so-and-so did this. But yeah, there is stuff to do at Godeel Laboratory. And eventually Tiana Camp. When I get a particular item there. But that's not something I'm gonna want to do for a hot minute for reasons. Okay, please don't die this time. I need you guys to survive. Especially the Hall of Famers, you guys gotta pull your weight. Big Monkey, do not kill your partners, please. Also, maybe I should have gone to the Sky Room just to see if I had another scarf color, but I don't think I saw one come up. So... since that's the only thing I really care about from there, because everything else is just looking through items, I'm not gonna scramble to it.
The lab's somewhere around here.
Right. I don't imagine the rebellion army will let us sneak in easily.
Must be something important inside. Let's go.
It's about time.
Alright, so, starting off, I gotta say, I do really like this song. It's kinda simplistic, and I'm sure it'll be interrupted at any moment. But, I don't know, I just really like the beginning of it. It's very catchy. Not, like, wholly unique, but I dig it. I am surprised I didn't get interrupted on level 1. Alright, but surely now we'll get some enemies. Now we're actually gonna let the song play. Oh, DOA protection, that's one-hit kills. I believe I mentioned DOA was one-hit kill. But if I didn't, well, there you go. Look, Reploids are extremely weak to Dead or Alive. They just do not like that franchise. They'd prefer to avoid it. Okay, so we're gonna want to come down this way first, because here's these rocks right here that we can't do anything about. If only there was some way we could break those rocks.
Hey, it's me, Security Guard A. You walked into my room, but I'm not on break, so I'm gonna attack you now.
Alright, so these I believe are the rush loaders. I made the rush joke earlier, but no, these are established enemies in the Mega Man series. You've seen them before. It's not our good old buddy Rush from the classic series, opening right up with a critical hit. Like, that's not even their best thing.
Hey, that hurt, Buster.
Like, they're not specifically crit enemies, but they are very funny to watch. They just run you over. It's very funny to me. They're not too bad, but they do have a particular gimmick. And we're gonna heal that off, because Cinnamon did kinda get a leg taken off by getting run over. And there we go. I mean, look, 2 of them might have run over Cinnamon in a row. They could have gotten a crit. So yeah, they grow in size when you kill their allies. We have seen enemies who react to other enemies dying before. Usually they just, like, you know, do a regular berserk, but these guys, no. They get big. Now, you do actually want to be careful, because that is an effect that stacks, so if you kill 2 of them, the last one gets real mad, and unfortunately, growing is not a separate action, so they do get to do a thing immediately afterwards. And it's not going to miss every time. We can't all have Marna's very good dodges.
Here you go.
We won't, however, see what they do this time, upon a second enemy death, cause I killed that one. Alright, so that's that fight. So this guy dropped something special. It's the booster parts.
Holy shit, booster pots? Nice! Yeah, I just called in to talk about them. Do I spy on you? No, of course not. I just know when people pick up booster pots. That's my thing. Also, Axel, you will explode if you put those on.
Only X with his new armor. And don't worry now, I think I brought this up before, that X's armor is called the new armor in this game. It's not telling you also need to get an armor set for this, it's just... This is our excuse for only X getting this, but he's also the only person you can control in the overworld, so... Yeah, we just have the ability to destroy rocks now. Like so. And we got a mini-motor, nice. And we got a fight immediately. Womp womp. Oh, okay, so, is it these fuckers? Right, so there's the silver metal in the middle. Axel does have a special weapon that does do more damage to, Matars. So we're gonna switch him in. Anyway, though, yeah, the silver Matar does give you more money for killing it. It is the designated has a lot of Zenny on him. However, you'll notice that it does mention every time you hit him that his armor wears down. This means you actually get less money for killing him. So basically, you want to kill those guys as quickly as possible, so honestly, if you can take them down in a single shot or a single round, do that, because that means you get the most amount of money out of them. As for the other guys... Okay, yep, no, I recognize that green design. Right, so these guys are kind of jerks. They did try to, break shield, but they can also poison the entire party. So, this is, I think, our first instance outside of, Dr. Psyche. Not Professor, he's a doctor. Yeah, first time outside of Dr. Psyche, where status effects are kind of significant. Actually, to be fair, I think a few things could berserk me before now, but yeah, nothing I feel has really stood out in terms of this guy is really annoying for hitting me with status effects. But no, this guy is the first one. He's kind of a dick. Like... obviously, it does have a chance to miss you, but... yeah, there is also just the chance that everybody gets hit with poison, and that persists between battles, unfortunately. Also, yes, Spider did get the Ace of Spades. Da-na-na-na-na-na, etc. Alright, what do we have now? Oh, yeah, you're that enemy. So, let's hit him with a shot-type attack. Matar counter shifted to an anti-S type. So yes, this is the enemy I was talking about last time. That specifically tells you how he works. So yeah, every time you hit him with one ability, he will shift to counter that one. So basically you are encouraged to switch your party around. Or do what I did and just simply use a, light character's turn for anything else. But yeah, you just want to alter between shots and close attacks. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty easy enemy. Especially since, again, it does tell you how it works. Unlike the Prion in the previous chapter, which was just, yeah, no, figure it out. Yeah, it says counter, but actually, if you just run up to him and punch him in the face, he will drop his guard, because he is simply not trained for hand-to-hand combat. Oh, got hit with cracking. So yeah, that is Berserk. Now, Berserk might seem cool in other games. In a lot of Final Fantasies, it's, you know, a mostly pretty good status effect because while it does take away your ability to actively choose what you're doing, sometimes all you need to do is just punch people, so it works out. In this game, however, it's not just, hey, you get an attack boost, but you can't choose your attacks. I mean, granted, you could see there, Massimo did not get to choose what he did, but he does have a chance of targeting his allies, so... Berserk is probably something you're going to want to remove, because if you get unlucky, you could have a party member just attack everybody else. And while Cinnamon is very helpful, she doesn't actually remove status effects, she just heals, so... if you don't cure Berserk, Cinnamon especially is in danger of anybody else attacking her. But yeah, no, you do have to use an item. The good news is, though, Berserk does not persist between fights, unlike, Virus. Keep calling it Poison, because that's what it is in other games, but... Also, I can't destroy that rock for some reason. But, yeah, it is Virus. It's supposed to be Virus, so I should call it that. But, yeah, Berserk, if you can tough out the fight, like, if there's not too much left of an enemy, then... you might as well just finish the fight. Ah, goddammit. Yep, there we go. Entire party is poisoned, and now they're all woozy. So yeah, that does mean, unfortunately, that I have to heal everybody from Virus. Yeah, it's only gonna work once, buddy. You can't stack poison, virus, whatever. But yeah, this is especially dangerous in this game, where you can only hold 9 of an item, so... If that happens to me 3 battles in a row, then I have to retreat to base and buy more, oh shoot, what is it? Future me, what's the status heal for virus again? It's just like... I've genuinely forgotten. I've not had to use it up until this point, so I only remember the revive item is called Reboot. But yeah, we might as well finish this fight. Virus is annoying, but it's not immediately fatal or anything. So since there's only 1 enemy left, we'll just remove you. Missed the last thing, but whatever, he blocked the status effects anyway, so who cares, but yeah. As you can see, Virus doesn't really do much HP worth of damage, like even Cinnamon wouldn't really be threatened that much. There's nothing in that fight that made me think I needed to clear it immediately. Obviously, if you're in a fight with things that are far more threatening, then you should take care of it there, but for a regular enemy fight like that, it's fine. So as you can see- oh, vaccine! Okay, future me, you don't have to do anything, you can be lazy for this one. Also, yeah, duh, of course it's vaccine. So, the bad news is I'm using a decent amount of resources, but the good news is, you've probably noticed, but there are a ton of save points. I will also say, while we're here, I've not talked about the music much in this game, outside of this episode. Would have talked about it more immediately after mentioning this area's song, but I kinda got sidetracked by everything else. I don't think the soundtrack is bad or anything. It's got some catchy songs, and they're good, but I think they're a little difficult to listen— God damn, that's so many paddles. They're a little difficult to listen to, like, on their own, because the main problem this game's music has is there's a lot of short loop songs. So many of them have very short loops. So while they might be catchy, they do kind of take up very little time. And I mean, there's also the fact that music does reset after battles, which is hard to notice if you're playing normally, since you'll actually be playing the battles. Do I get that? Okay, good. I thought I might have missed that, but no, I didn't. Thankfully, even past me noticed that. But yeah, that's why I haven't really mentioned a lot of the music. It's fine, but as you might be able to guess from the music resetting over and over with all of these random battles, for some people it might get a bit grating. Anyway though, that will do it for this episode of Mega Man X Command Mission. Next time we will continue on through the mines. And who knows, maybe Zero will finally stop being a jerk.